Baraktehawa, Barakteoshai, Baraktehawa, Barakteoshai, Baraktehawa, Barakteoshai, Kal Halal Yahawaba Shemihawashai Bahashamraka Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS Great Millstone who rule and teach well to the spirit and power of Yahawaba Shemihawashai. Peace, love, and salutations to the brothers on the four corners of the earth, in the four corners of the earth, pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. This is Brother Nahal from the GMS Jamaica camp, back at you with another show. As you can see that in the title here, Klaus Schwab says Great Reset will lead to fusion of physical, digital, and biological identity, right? And that's transhumanism right there, right? So the fusion of physical, digital, and biological identity. And how will that fusion be done? By way of RFID microchip, yo. And you also have the neural implant, right? RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. For those who don't know, it will be able to store all your records, your biological records, right? All your biological digital records, all your financial digital records, because all, if not all things, most things are going digital now, right? Cash is going digital, passport is going digital, driver's license, birth certificate, all documents that you need to participate in society are going to go digital and will be placed on the RFID microchip. Therefore, the RFID microchip will be the only means of operation within society. Without the RFID microchip, you'll be cast out, yo, right? So, Great Reset will lead to fusion of the RFID microchip, yo. It can be said like that. That isn't what the title says, but basically that's what it's alluding to, right? Let's get down to that. It says the coronavirus saga and the devastating effect that it had on the world have prompted many to wonder if it may spell the end of globalism, having thoroughly exposed all its weaknesses. But globalism's champions, like the World Economic Forum founder and chairman Klaus Schwab, are working hard to counter those notions, instead presenting the catastrophe as an opportunity for a great reset. Never let a good crisis go to waste, right? Words of these devils themselves, yo. Says that would create a more sustainable version of globalism instead of doing it that way. Esau always speaks of it, yo. Agenda 2021, Agenda 2030, the New World Order, all one world government, yo, right? So they say here that this catastrophe COVID-19 is creating or has created, right, an opportunity for a great reset that will create a more sustainable version of globalism, right? And that goes also into the sustainable development goals that these Edomites, according to the scripture, Esau, Edom, the devil or adversary, right? It plays into the goal of their sustainable development that they want to bring forth. It says instead of doing away with it, right? So they're using the coronavirus pandemic as a means of going forward, right? As a means of pushing forth their agenda. Revelation 12 and 12, yo, these people know that they have but a short time, right? You have the vaccines coming out, Operation Warp Speed going into effect real soon, right? Says, naturally, this is causing a stir among anti-globalists, but the Great Reset Plan, endorsed by the likes of Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, and not only this money, but all these world government, yo, who are puppets for the elites, are down with this thing, yo, regardless if they say it or not. Says, and which Schwab has now turned into a book, is not the only set of controversial ideas that the German economist has been looking at, or the only book he has written. Right? His statements made for the Chicago Council on Global Affairs when he spoke about the so-called Fourth Industrial Revolution, and in particular how the future it will shape will see a fusion of humans' physical, digital, biological identity, right? So their so-called fourth industrial revolution, right? It's basically man merging with technology, right? And while one such means is the RFID microchip and the neural implants that these devils are looking to push forward, right? It says because with this, yo, what they're gonna create is a one, or what they want to create is a one world government where they have all the control, right? And most of their power will come from the RFID microchip, right? Because they will be the ones that control the chip, yo, right? And you will need the RFID microchip to operate within society, right? To get access to government service. And if you need the RFID microchip to get access to government service, and they are the only government governing the whole body, then you need them, right? That's what they want. They want you to worship them. They want you to take the RFID microchip to worship them, you know. Right? It says the vision of the future is something he explained in his book, Shaping the Future of the Fourth Industrial Revolution, that came out in 2018, and in which Schwab emerges as a prophet of future transhumanism, that is, the merging of humans and machines, implantable microchips that would act like smartphones instead inside the body, transmitting thoughts instead of verbalizing them, including those the persons has not yet expressed, right? And I'll put the rest of that article in the description box if you brothers and sisters want to take a look into that, yo, right? But hey, that that shows, yo, you know what I mean? Uh, I can't remember what the brother's name is, yo, but he did a beautiful show on we're basically within the new world order, yo, you know, right? Speaking from a newscast that was done where this one guy had up a plaque, right, and the reporter ensured that he made mention or pointed to the plaque that said, "Yo, welcome to the new world order, yo," right? So in some sense, we're practically there, yo. You know what I mean? But hey, this man is pushing harder and harder. Right? This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. And Yahweh answered me and said, write a vision and make it plain upon tables, that he may run that readeth it, yo. Right? That he may run that readeth it, yo. And one such vision, one such prophecy is the RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, yo. RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. So-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans predominantly, say predominantly because our people are scattered among all the nations of this earth, yo. So we have people looking like all these other nations, yo, right? The so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans predominantly do not take the RFID microchip, right? That's the mark of the beast. If you take the RFID microchip, you'll be likened as unto a dog, right, licking the hand of his master, worshiping Esau, yo, right? It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, right? Because this man won't be able to accomplish his goals, yo, accomplish his new world order in which he has control, total control over everyone, yo, right? Scripture tells us that when he's about to fill his belly, yo, then will the Most High overthrow him, roughly paraphrasing that. So this man won't complete his agenda, but RFID microchip will come to pass. The prophecies will come to pass. World War III, Jacob's trouble, famine of the word, famine of bread, right? The RFID microchip, which is the mark of the beast, being pushed mandatory, people dying because they're not taking it, right? You know, it says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time. And we're near and near that vision, right? We're near and near that vision. It says, but at the end it shall speak and not lie, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come to pass, yo. And that's it. It will surely come to pass, yo. All these prophecies will come to pass, right? The end of Esau, Edom's rulership will come to pass. Jacob's trouble will come to pass. Famine, World War III, right? Chaos and anarchy in the streets, sedition among men, you know. Revelation 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. Why? Because Job 14:5 tells us that the Most High basically set this man's rulership, but with boundaries, yo. No, this man has his bones. Job 14 and 5 and verse 5. seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee. Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass. And this man knows that his appointed time for the appointed time for his rulership to be brought down and the kingdom of Israel to be raised up, the appointed time for Yahushua to come back and destroy them, destroy our people who aren't of the elect, right? Yeah, he knows that appointed time is coming. Right, this man is pushing forward his agenda, um, faster, yo. He wants to get things done faster, yo, more at a swifter pace, right? Which it's beautiful, yo, when you see these prophecies coming to pass, yo. You know what I mean? Because this man, yo, it's a this man that's we've all been saying it, yo, through the spirit and prophet about Shemeshai, that this is the direction that this man is going into, yo, to create his new world order, right? Under which there's only one governing body in which he presides in, you know what I mean, chipping people, right? You know? He's creating a dystopia that he wants to rule over, yo, you know, right? So he knows that his appointed time is coming to hand, so therefore he's pushing faster and faster, harder and harder, yo, to bring forth his agenda, right? So I mainly want to point into the RFID microchip, yo. That it shows you, yo, right? The RFID microchip will be pushed. The RFID microchip is the mark of the beast. A lot of people will be killed for not taking it. It will be mandatory, right? But hey, don't hate the RFID microchip, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, yo. Right? Don't take the RFID microchip, yo, or else you will be put to death. This is Revelation 13 and verse 15. It says, and he had power to give life unto the image of the beast. The image of the beast should both speak and caused as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's the system, yo. The system that Esau, Edom set up, right? So if you don't want to worship the beast, right, if you don't want to adhere to the system that Esau set up, you know, and live by the system that Esau set up, yo, then you'll be killed. Verse 16, and he caused all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand. Right? And that just tells us that it doesn't matter where you are or who you are in this life, yo. Right? The mark will be mandatory for each person, yo, because it will be the new form of payment, and then the only form of payment, right? The only form of you, the only means of you getting medication, the only means of you having some documentation about who you are, you know what I mean, what you do. You only, hey, the RFID microchip, yo. Hey, Isa wants to create something similar to like a soul or something, you know, but the RFID microchip, yo, will be if not the most important thing in Isa's new world order that he wants to bring forth, right? Then it will be at least the second most important, because that thing will have everything, you know, everything, right? All the information that you need to basically get by in this man's society will be under RFID microchip, right? It says, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name, right? You cannot buy or sell without it, yo, without the mark. And that's the RFID microchip, yo, right? So hey, don't take the RFID microchip, yo. That's the mark of the beast. So-called niggers, Latinos, and Native Americans are the true biblical Israelites according to the scriptures, yo. You know, the curse is written in Deuteronomy 28. So AHDAWAM Ratazam, this was an informing and edifying video. You know, all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh Shemeshai, Bashamarka Kodash, for putting the spirit upon me to push forward this video. Right? Double honors again to the elders and apostles of James Great Millstone, who continue to teach and rule well through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemeshai, Bashamarka Kodash. Right? Salutations, peace and love, the Akiams in the four corners of this earth, pushing this word with all truth and sincerity. Shalom, Mawat La Babal.